Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having water, and tonight I'll be reviewing Deathtrap by Alexandra St.Pierre. This is a book I received as an ARC, but of course I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the tropes, and these are the content warnings. My rating for this book is going to be 4. I enjoyed it, and I'm excited to talk about it. So what's this book about? So this book is about a woman named Lilith who is stalked by death, literally. What that means for her is that anytime she comes to care for someone or even touches someone and death doesn't like it, death comes for them. This is done to torment and isolate her. So Lilith has resigned herself to a life of solitude with just her cat by her side. But that doesn't mean she's not trying to better herself. She works at a local bar, and through hard work and determination, she has risen through the ranks and has achieved the most coveted bartending spot reserved for the best bartenders. But weirdly enough, as she was rising through the ranks, the demon saw fit to leave her alone, and this led to her unfortunately getting complacent when she really shouldn't have been, because now he has returned with a bang with the unaliving of her coworker, who simply gave her a congratulations hug. But that's not the only change that seems to have happened. Instead of watching her from the shadows like he has done in the past, he has now started to touch her and do things to her, making her scared and aroused, which confuses her because this demon has literally tormented her and isolated her whole life. So what is she to do when death literally won't leave her alone? So what are my thoughts on this book? Again, I'm giving it 4 stars. Overall, I really did enjoy this book. But if I'm going to be honest, I will say the first 50%, while there were a lot of elements I did enjoy and that kept me interested enough, for me, at times, it felt like a long and slower read than it actually was. But once I hit that 50% mark, I am so glad I stuck with it because of those elements I did enjoy from the first half, because things really picked up and the story got really interesting and spicy and steamy, and I am so glad I stuck with it because that's when I really got into this book and I really did enjoy the read. Like I said, overall, I really did enjoy this book. It had great spice, an interesting plot, and was a really cool concept. But make sure to check your triggers, especially if you have religious trauma. Now, this book does leave on a cliffhanger, but the cliffhanger it leaves on makes me really intrigued for the next book because of the characters that are going to be involved, and even how those characters are going to interact with the characters from this book, because there's some overlap, and I am intrigued. Even if nothing happens, I'm intrigued enough to read the next book because I know it's going to get hot and steamy, and I'm here for it. Now, for our 3 main characters, you have Shem with his mischievousness that I absolutely adored, Ramil, who is definitely morally black and lives up to the stalker and bully tropes to the T, and with Lilith, our female main character, there were times I enjoyed her and other times I didn't enjoy her as much. I definitely enjoyed the past glimpses of her as being a goddess, and I enjoyed watching her come into her goddesshood and gaining her abilities. I would say during her time as a human, there were times I didn't enjoy her simply because I could see simmering beneath the surface the fire and determination that I knew that she was capable of, and just wanted her to burn brightly and push back. But that's me on the outside looking in. If I had been through what she had with what Ramil put her through, I probably would have responded the same way. Overall, I'm glad I stuck with the book and I did enjoy it. It will be available October 1st, so give it a read and give it a download, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.